Comes to financial security in your golden years, planning ahead for retirement is key. A new study now says that in order to comfortably retire in these 15 states, which include Arizona, Hawaii, Massachusetts, you will need at least $1 million in savings, if not more, to pull it off to help get your plans in order. Here to break it all down for us, Bobby Rebell, certified financial planner and personal finance expert at cardrates.com. Always great to see you, Bobby. Good morning. I have to tell you, this topic, I was telling our stage manager here, brings me a lot of anxiety. So when we look at the top 5 most expensive places, California, here in New York, Alaska, some of these might not be surprising. Hawaii is the most expensive. Why is that? And does that mean it's a bad idea to retire in Hawaii? Because it looks like paradise to me.
Well, it depends on your budget, Hannah. I mean, Hawaii looks beautiful. Who among us wouldn't dream of retiring there? But look at that. It's $2.2 million. That's double the 1 million that you started talking about. I mean, Hawaii has the highest cost of living in the nation. The reality is that most goods and things that you get in Hawaii have to come in. They're islands. They have to come in from somewhere else. So it gets really expensive. You want to go grocery shopping in Hawaii, you're looking at grocery prices that could be as high as 30% more than somewhere else in the nation. So when you look at this, those numbers are just staggering.
Yeah, I can't imagine what egg prices look like in Hawaii right now. So let's do a reality check.
Oh my goodness.
If you want to live in one of
Yes.
these top 5 that we mentioned, what are things you need to have figured out before you officially make that call?
Yeah, well, you want to look at your numbers very carefully and understand where you are on that income scale and where you're going to be going forward, because when we plan for things, let's say we plan for a home, we know what our nest egg is. We know what the number is. Even with kids, yes, kids are incredibly expensive, but in theory, if we do a good job, eventually they'll get off the payroll. But with retirement, it's really hard to know what that span is going to be. We don't know how long we're going to live, and we don't know in what condition. We don't know what our healthcare expenses will be. We don't know what our investments will necessarily do. So it can be very tricky. So it's important to meet with a financial planner and understand, because it is a personal thing, and you need to know your own numbers, not just these numbers that people throw out, and can be kind of scary.
It is scary. It's like I said, I get anxiety. So on the flip side, there are some that are
Yes.
affordable and popular. West Virginia, which is beautiful. New Mexico, also a
Mhm.
great option. But Florida remains the number
Yeah.
1 pick for retirees. What drives them there? Is it the taxes? Is it the weather? What is it?
Well, you are right on target. And I will tell you, I recently moved to Florida. I am far from retired, but one of the attractions to the great state of Florida is the fact that we do not have state income taxes. We still have real estate taxes. We still have sales tax. So I don't want to make you think it's a free ride, but it is absolutely more affordable in terms of housing. A state like Florida has great healthcare options. So that is something to think about. We have beautiful weather. I'm looking outside my window past the camera right now, and it is beautiful and sunny. And I have palm trees in my yard. It's a very active lifestyle because of that. So there's a lot to attract people to states like Florida.
Well, it's going to be 16 degrees when I wake up tomorrow in New York, just to show you what's going on here in the Northeast. So what are the 3 factors we should consider when deciding which state to ultimately retire in?
Well, one of the big things, and we've already mentioned this, is taxes, because taxes do take a big bite out of your budget. So you want to not only think about the income taxes, which, yes, some states don't have state income taxes, but there's also things like sales tax and real estate tax. And I want to make a note about real estate tax. Understand how much they can change, because some states have no limit to how much they can go up. But a state like Florida, for example, if you have what's called a homestead exemption, you can actually cap how much those real estate taxes go up each year. And that can help you in predicting how much you're going to need in terms of your retirement. Also think about the cost of your everyday life. We talked about Hawaii, 30% more for groceries. That is something you absolutely want to be factoring in. And then healthcare, not only availability, but the cost of healthcare and what it's going to cost as you get older, because you may have much higher medical bills than you anticipated and that you had when you were younger.
That's a really good point. Let's say you want to make sure your savings are set so you can retire wherever you want in the country. Outside of your employer's 401k, what are some other accounts that we should be focused on?
Absolutely. Well, yes. 401k is absolutely important. Make sure you get that matching dollar, every matching dollar you can first, but also think about things like your IRA, your Roth IRA, and make sure you're saving consistently as much as 15% there's never a limit to how much you can save. It's always a good thing, but make sure that it's actually invested. A lot of people tend to just save, 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 but they don't focus on where they're investing it. There's nothing wrong with opening up a brokerage account that's not in a tax preferred situation, because there are limits to how much we can save in those tax preferred situations like IRAs. So save outside those retirement accounts and make sure that you're paying attention to those as well. And make sure that you're diversified, not just within equities, but also in other kinds of investments, whether that's fixed income or even gold, or I'm not advising people here, but if cryptocurrency is right for you and that kind of thing, of course, that's something that you can consider as well.
And thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.